matches, stats, Twitter beef, and roster changes, and everything in between. I'm Champ, and this is my co-host Blitz. We got a lot to talk
So
about, so let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into the aftermath of Week 2. First matches of the day, Subliners versus the London Royal Ravens. Personally, I thought that was going to go a hell of a lot more differently than it did. I thought it was going to be an
yeah,
easy 3-0 for the Subliners considering their performance against FaZe the weekend before. What do you think?
yeah, I definitely saw Subliners taking that one. It was close, except the control.
Oh,
Control, Ravens kind of took that control pretty handedly.
it wasn't even close. It was a quick, easy 3-0 for them.
I just don't know what it is with the Subliners, man. They look very up and down.
Some
They
days they're
look,
consistent, some days they're not. The
yeah,
first map, Moscow Hardpoint, they actually ended up going down 70 points, but they were able to bring it back and end up winning first map. But you go into map 2 and they did a complete 180 for that Express S&D.
yeah. But on the other hand, Ravens S&D is looking nice. Everybody that they played this weekend is, yeah, it's looking good.
It seems like a lot of these pretty strong Search and Destroy teams end up for some reason struggling on Express S&D.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know what it is with that map, but I noticed the same thing. I just, I don't know, man. I feel like subliners are going to turn their S&D around. I just,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
they're
what
gonna
it
have a
is right now.
choice
Well, yeah, I mean,
because
S&D is two parts of a
map 2.
5-part series, you know?
Yeah, map 2, map 5. Even if you can force a game 5, you're gonna have to play Search and Destroy again
Yeah,
because
yeah, I'd,
they're solid for. Well, they can be solid for control. They were the best team for checkmate control, but over the past couple weeks, that has quickly shown different.
so I mean, with Ravens' hot streak, how do you feel, or I guess I should say, do you think that they could make it in the top 8, even though
Personally,
they're 12th right now?
personally, I don't think they can. Um,
I don't know if it's even possible. I feel like it could be.
I want to say it is possible, but I don't know if they can. I mean, they could have just gotten lucky, but I mean, on that same note, you can't really say that considering their game against FaZe
Yeah. Took them, didn't they take them to 5-2?
all the
Yeah.
way to 5.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that last map was even like a 6-4, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. Currently they're still bottom of the ladder.
Yeah.
I think their best chance would be, I don't know, there's still 4 teams ahead of them, and that would mean those 4 teams would just
Was,
have to lose all of their next matches, and they'd have to win every one of their matches, and I just don't see that happening.
well, you look at their next matchups, and they don't play until next Sunday, and they're playing the Surge. So
They only got they only got one
that's
game next
doable.
weekend.
Yeah. And then LAG is playing the Mutineers. We'll see if the Mutineers can turn it around, if there's a roster change that happens there or not.
I'm not too sure if they will do a roster change, considering the potential of the team. I mean, when you look at a team like Seattle Surge, you know there's one guy that's lacking, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's Looney, which again sucks to say just because he's been playing for so long, especially back on when he was on Rise. You couldn't even tell it was the same dude looking at him now.
It's just weird, man. It's weird how certain players tend to fall off on certain titles, and like I don't know. I don't it's hard to notice like a definitive difference in, say, Looney's playstyle versus, I don't know, like other top dogs, Simp and Abizi, for example,
Mm-hmm.
other than like just his movement, because movement is apparent, but there's other players that don't have cracked movement like those two
Well,
that still hold their own.
There's also players that are still fairly new, haven't been in the game as long as Looney has, that are just giving him the works, and he just can't
Yeah.
keep up. I don't know if that's coming with age, playing for so long, or games just too different than what he's played before, or it's just there's somebody always better.
Yeah, maybe it's just the year, man. Maybe it's just this game. It just doesn't vibe on this game as well as others. Because, I mean, age, can't say age because Clay's turning 29 one of these days coming up if he hasn't already.
Yeah.
That old man.
Yeah, he's getting old. It could also, I mean, you could also factor in the fact that it's online rather than LAN.
Yeah, true. Which that'll be changing here soon. I think I heard
Dead Tokyo, hello. Mexico, hello. How
maybe
are you guys
stage
doing
four
tonight?
major.
Welcome to the podcast.
Pretty sure is what Hex said in the Optic podcast or the pre-show podcast.
Yeah.
At 100 Thieves, then my birthday, then Optic should be a fun weekend coming up from Clayster.
uh, I want to
What
see
a
him. I want to see him succeed, considering he could three-peat. I think that'd be
yeah,
cool as
dude.
shit.
Imagine
I think that'd be very
that'd
cool.
be that'd be a hell of a story. That's for sure. If they can turn it around, they're back to their form that they were at. Like shit, dude. What was it? Stage two, like early stage two, that they looked unstoppable,
Uh huh.
and now they've since made a roster change. And I feel like the roster change was an upgrade. Like Hydra is definitely insane. I just don't know what it is. Say like with their search, and I don't know, man. They just need to find that consistency. Because Clay and Mac, they were frying this weekend. They
Oh, they
looked really
were.
good.
They were turning up, especially. I mean, especially Clayster. That Royal
It's
Ravens match felt like a one-man party. He got an ace
yeah,
on Express, and I think the not including Clayster, I think their entire team kitty was at one point was like 3-12. That's not including
yikes.
Clayster.
Yeah.
So that Express S&D was pretty bad. I'll see if I can find the ace real quick.
Would you just be putting that on uh your stream?
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
very little delay too.
While you pull that up, I'm going to actually be right back, if that's cool.
Okay.
You got this. I believe in you. I'll be right back. I will make it as fast as possible.
Dead Tokyo, Mexico. Sorry if I missed you guys real quick. I forgot to make the chat a little bigger, so I might have skimmed right past it. I apologize. Boo! I had it muted. Was recording something else real quick. Kevin had a quick BRB, so he'll be back shortly.
He's got a little help behind him on the ramp as well, but Shawnee, a highlight reel of his own. This is just a ridiculous pace that the Ravens are currently playing at for the search and destroy. The reads are on point. The first bloods,
And I'm back.
every single one of them. And still that is
Welcome back. Had a little bit of a baby issue.
You did?
Yeah, he's good though.
Tell me about it.
Oh, you
I had to
too?
go. Yeah, I had to go get some milk real quick. God damn it.
So this
Bad
Express,
life.
yeah, it'd be like that. This Express S&D was an absolute shit show for the subliners. I'm pretty sure it was a 6-1 loss. Oh, I lied.
Against Ravens?
Yeah, it was actually a 6-2. So they took that S&D pretty easily. Going into that checkmate control map 3. Another game that was kind of a complete shock considering how good subliners were at checkmate control. I mean, that was also a while ago when they were considered that. They've done nothing but lose, I don't think, since then.
Yeah. It's weird, man. Like, I feel like on certain maps too, it allows certain players on the teams to shine.
Yeah.
Like subliners, it's hard for players like Hydra and their other sub, Asim, to really pop off on a map like Checkmate.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just so obnoxious, and it's just wallbang central, top mid, and then you're constantly trying to push these long angles on control with the sub, and just good luck. Like you have to hit some routes and playing against these teams as long as they're watching the wraps and the different pushes from those angles, and good luck.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you get locked in spawn. I know you can say that about most of these control maps, but there's just so many small angles that you could get trapped in spawn, and so many little hiding spots that they can hide in your spawn that you're just not going to find them unless you're hunting for them, and then you're just wasting time. Now that the ticks have reverted back to you have to cap the whole point to gain time. You can't stay in your spawn. You can't get stuck. I noticed today, I can't remember which match it was, but they ended up just ignoring the player in spawn and was more focused on the objective.
Yeah, definitely. There was. How did you feel about that change? The tick versus the whole point, I guess, being captured.
Like, should they have kept it or reverted it back?
Yeah.
I think it's very situational. Because if you're playing guys that are a lot better than you, you'd kind of want any sort of help you can get. Like one tick, all right, we got a little bit more time. Let's calm down, comms check, make sure we're relaxed, doing what we need to do. But you also can't be catered to. I mean, if you're getting beat, you're getting beat.
Yeah.
So
I know that a lot of the opinions behind that the tick time tick time tick time was that it just turned the games into TDMs because you would just get inches of time by getting the ticks, and then it wouldn't even matter if you captured a point. You could just capture like a tick here and there and just win off of kills as you're slaying.
Yeah, that's
getting
true.
Those ticks.
It kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Just turn it into a TDM.
But I mean, you can also say that for the normal full cap for time is if you're spawn trapping, then it kind of just turns into shooting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
I mean,
granted,
granted,
at that point, if you got them in a spawn trap, then
they did it to themselves. Their fault.
Yeah.
Like I know personally, I hate getting stuck in the spawn, but they were just better. They played it better. They played it smarter. They were able to lock us in. That's our fault.
What happens when all four of your team dies?
Yep. So easy, quick 3-0 in the checkmate. Going into hardpoint on Garrison. Subliners was just a better hardpoint team. and I want to pretty sure they won it in another pretty dominant showdown. Yeah, I think it's 250 to 190, 193, one something.
Yeah, 192. Yeah,
So off of that,
Subliners won that one.
yeah, they did. Pretty big win. They needed it. Again, Clayster 29 and 23.
Shit, man. They won the hard points. Just couldn't take anything else.
Yeah, Clayster 29 and 23, over 5k damage. One man wrecking crew. That's all it is. Series is tied 2-2 going into raid S&D. I don't remember the exact score, so we'll go through it, but I'm pretty sure it was I don't think it was as bad as the Express was.
Nah. 6-4. Pretty sure it swung back and forth. Like Subliners took the first couple, and then Ravens came out hot, and then Subliners looked like they were gonna come back. And
Oh, they started making a huge tear. I think they won 4 rounds in a row, or three or 4 rounds in a row.
I actually got it right here. It's 1-1. Oh yeah. So Subliners took first, and then Ravens took 3. And then Subliners brought it back to tied. And they took 1 apiece, and then Ravens just finished it out.
How do you feel about How do you feel like Subliners dropping Diamond Con and picking up Hydra, the Frenchman?
I feel like we were talking about this earlier as far as like Hoot getting traded and all that for Awakening, which that's a totally different topic. But I feel like the roles just weren't equal. Like I feel like Khan was using an AR a lot of the time, and Hydra isn't. But at the same time, Mac switched roles to where he's more of like an AR slash flex, and he's playing that role really well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like their ceiling is really good with Hydra. They just need to find, I don't know, the right formula, I guess. Like,
Right.
I don't know from their comms if the comms are the issue or if they're just not meshing all the way yet.
Yeah.
I feel like Diamond Con definitely isn't a bad player.
No, he's
no
not.
way.
No, he was actually a really good player.
I'd want to say like maybe they could sub him out for somebody like mid-series or just try it out both ways. But at the same time, then you're losing practice with one or the other, you know.
If you're talking about practice, you can take 100 Thieves, for example. Had 2 days of practice with their new roster and ended up making an absolute run through the losers bracket.
Yeah, true. They hit semis or no?
I think they made quarters.
Yeah, that was nuts. And they're still looking good.
Still looking good.
Yeah, that last map was it's unfortunate. Shawnee is, as far as the Ravens go, Shawnee has been popping off recently.
Oh, definitely.
But he's kind of like the X Factor in a way. Like the new guns in Paul and Zap, like they're good. You know that they're going to be pretty solid. You know how Zed plays. He's more reserved as an SMG. But Shawnee is like, sometimes he just has those games, man. He just goes crazy.
Shawnee's just that guy that just waits for the perfect time to make a play. And when he does, it's one of those plays that are important to the round, securing the round.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So with that being said, we can go straight into Atlanta FaZe versus Los Angeles Thieves. The game that sure surprised the hell out of me. I did say 3-2 in my pick'ems, and that's exactly what happened, but
wow, nice.
Yeah, my pick'ems were looking pretty good. I had most of this week good. Mostly who was winning. There's a couple that I got round by round, but today was not the case. Today pick'ems were chalked.
Yeah, dude. I already know that last matchup was not what you were going for.
No.
It's
Nope.
unfortunate.
First map for Atlanta Thieves and Atlanta Thieves, or whoa, Atlanta FaZe and 100 Thieves raid hardpoint. Now,
20-second lead to start this one off.
100 Thieves just got slaughtered.
You got the two AR players right now, 4 FaZe just set up around the hill.
Absolutely
Yeah.
slaughtered.
To work with, you know they're going to be hitting their shots. There's a couple more that can
That
net.
search, bro.
The ARs are locking down the ringside. The SMGs just
They couldn't do anything on the 2 money hills of the map.
see right now the LA Thieves trying to make that adjustment.
Yeah.
Garage and basketball court, they couldn't do it. They kept getting caught every single time. Having a hard time
Yeah,
breaking
dude.
the hill. They'd break the hill, but at that point it was either too late or FaZe had already gone damn near a minute on it.
And they could even set up on one of those money hills, and FaZe would just come in and break them like nothing. Like
Yeah.
sometimes FaZe is just on that different level, and that was one of those games.
And you can accompany that with the Tiny Terrors just playing in their face, taking damn near any. You call it ego challenge, but is it an ego if it's accurate? Like everybody knows how good those two are.
Yeah.
You got R-Cities that just plays back with his Krig and just mows down whatever he sees, and you got Celium being a little Spitfire.
A little snaker.
Yeah. Being a little slithery snake anywhere on the map with his Krig and still just making plays happen.
Yeah, they all have plenty of pop-off moments.
I mean, they're on P3 and it's 80-5.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about this new 100 Thieves roster with Draza and Venom? I know Venom was on the team first before they picked up Draza, the Alaskan assassin. Was it the right call?
That's crazy. Sorry, Jenna actually just got her lips filled.
With
So-
what?
So she was, I don't know with what. Probably some Anthony, and he's streaming, so.
100 points plus now for Atlanta FaZe. They are walking away with this one chance. LA Thieves once again are going to win that rotation. They're going to be there first towards basketball.
Anyways,
Going to be enough though. Sim on the prowl.
how do I feel about the Thieves?
Their new roster, Venom and
The
Draza.
addition. Dude,
And
Draza,
Kenny taking that main AR role.
they're insane. They're looking really nice, especially with this win after today. Like, they're definitely a force to be reckoned with.
They had a huge win
taking-
today. Those hard points were disgusting.
Yeah.
Now them even, they lost this Atlanta FaZe match, but I mean,
It was
if you're
T3.
taking FaZe all the way to a game 5, I mean, you gotta pay attention to them.
Yeah, dude.
It's not like how they were when they were just loss after loss after loss.
How about FaZe's Express S&D though?
Oh, dude.
What the hell is
FaZe
that?
has been slacking so hard in Express S&D. I think they've only won two
I
Express
don't think they won
S&Ds.
any.
No, they have. I think they've only won 2. I heard the casters talking about they're like 2-6 or something like that. 2-5 or 2-6. Definitely their struggle map.
Weird.
Now there's one play in here on map 5 Checkmate S&D that I want to rewatch. It was the very last round, and 100 Thieves, I don't know if they did it on purpose or what was the play here, but they forgot to grab bomb.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, so this,
I don't think they meant to not grab the bomb, but at the same time, they're just full sending that shit.
oh yeah. I'm pretty sure it was the round was 5-4. I mean, if it was round 11 and you just wanted a full send it, I get it, but you needed
Yeah.
that you needed that round. Force the round 11. And at that
That
point,
was
it's
like a
any man's game.
Hail Mary. Like
Like-
at this point, you just want to get it down the field. You just hope that the right thing happens.
Yeah, just fuck it, send it, full send.
Yeah.
So
And
they
a
ended
lot
up,
of people tipped it to them for that, but
yeah. So they
yeah,
ended up
wasn't
winning
the
that
right play.
map one,
Kinda.
250 to 160.
They're just barreling down.
And then here we go, another Express S&D, which was nuts. Venom in ticket booth is such a dangerous spot, and he played there again today against Optic. And I don't know if Optic watched VODs today or what, but Scump picked Venom exactly from that same corner, like he knew he was going to be there because that's all he was playing in the Search and Destroy, and he was catching phase every single time.
Good.
It's such a power spot. I mean, he's 7-2 right now.
Yeah.
Just playing that B site.
Yeah, I'm glad that Venom's finally came into form.
I know the
He's looking better.
last time that FaZe played 100 Thieves. very last round on Checkmate. I think it was Control. Venom ended up getting executed by Celium to end the match.
That.
And
Yeah.
that was the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, FaZe has them in Express S&D. Or not Express, Checkmate S&D.
Yeah.
And they've been prioritizing that map recently too. I think they played it against Thieves and Ravens, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I wonder how much FaZe is scrimming this Express S&D, because obviously it's probably their weakest mode and map by far.
Yeah, I heard that scrimming S&D in general is just difficult. Like, you have to do it against an academy team.
Makes
if you're
sense.
going to.
That makes sense. S&D strats are a hell of a lot different than respawn strats.
Yeah. A lot more in depth.
Yeah.
Still, man, like, shit. Get original. I don't know. Just counter.
But on the same note, there's only so many ways you can play a map.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, dude. I just feel like you can just counter
Oh.
their plays, and then at that point it's just mind games. Like, are you gonna counter their play, or are they gonna counter your counter?
Yeah.
Then, like, how far does that go? And it could just make it that much more interesting, because like they know what their plays might be, so they can play around that. And then, if not, then okay, so they're probably doing this,
Right.
so they just play accordingly. But who knows? Whatever. We're not in the pro league.
No. Just people who enjoy it. So Thieves,
Yeah.
pretty easy 6-1 victory over FaZe. Now this is the map that's not yet. Gotta get through raid control first. This is just another dominant win from FaZe.
Yeah. Yeah, map 3 was bada bing, bada boom.
So, going back to the new 100 Thieves roster and taking FaZe all the way to a map 5, is that convincing enough to kind of force teams like, hey, we got to pay attention against 100 Thieves? They're not freelo anymore, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. Their next matchups are what are they? Um 100 Thieves, they play Subliners on Saturday, and that's it.
They only play one game
for next weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Should be a good one.
nice game. I don't know who would take it out of that, because
No, they're both hit or miss. Well, Subliners is more hit or
Yeah.
miss than 100 Thieves is.
yeah, but also if Subliners come to play, then
That's
it's gonna be a good
though.
one.
I'm not too sure how well Subliners S&D is gonna play against 100 Thieves S&D. Because even though TJ's been slacking a little bit in S&D, he's still got that S&D brain.
Yeah, dude. And then before Subliners go up against them, Subliners also play Chicago on Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, first game of the week. Hell yeah.
Second, but yeah, dude, it's being the Optic fanboy. that I am. It's so frustrating just watching them lose.
You wanna pick
Yeah, you
Optic
want
to
to have
win,
faith.
but you also don't want to have that bias. You know, when you're doing these pick'ems, yeah, of course you want your team to win, but sometimes you got to be realistic. Now, when I said 100 Thieves Optic 3-2 Optic, I was pretty confident in that. I didn't think they were gonna catch the 3-0 or 3-1 rather. I thought it was gonna be a hell of a lot closer, but I figured with Optic still being one of the best respawn teams in the game, I thought at least their search and destroy might have been lacking, and they had just dominated their respawns. But that wasn't even the case. They
How
were
about the
slacking.
opposite?
Period.
That control was close to shit though.
It was. They unfortunately they just couldn't pull it out.
Last round it kind of got away from him, but otherwise, yeah, I don't know, man. Apocalypse? Have we even seen Chicago on Apocalypse before?
I don't. Not. I would have to go through. I would have to go through the maps, but I don't think they have.
Yeah, I feel like probably, but
But I'm gonna go ahead and skip through this control. Is just another dominant respawn from FaZe. Easy 3-1. The map that I am more concerned with is the Moscow Hardpoint, a map that FaZe has yet to lose. They are undefeated on Moscow. And somehow 100 Thieves was able to pull it off. Clearing hills when they needed to. Rotations were on point. Getting just everything felt so well-rounded from 100 Thieves. And just Kenny being a nuisance for one. He got a nasty triple kill in bank with his Krig. They all just lined up for him. He almost got the fourth.
yeah, the Craig is something else.
Yeah, especially considering he kind of just got thrown into the main AR role.
Yeah, he's always just been that player that can low-key do it all though. He's a superstar player for sure.
Now, if only he can stop YYing. Scumpy said in the last interview from Thursday. When did they play last Friday? Thursday or Friday? But he wants a stat tracker for the amount of times that he gets stuck with a Semtex. I want a tracker for every time Kenny dies YYing.
Imagine the stat tracker for how many times he just YYs.
Oh God,
Yeah,
bro, they'd run out of room. They would run out
It's
of
gotta
room.
be like 100 times a map, at least.
Oh, it's gotta be.
You know that man's dumb. It's just
But again,
constant.
in this one, 100 Thieves started out slow again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never went as far down as the first map, but they still definitely played from behind most of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, going on the second rotation of hard points. They brought it back on the first hill, and it looks like they're getting FaZe to spawn out Bankside.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
it's
getting second set up.
120 to 78 right now. Here's that triple kill. They all just line up for Kenny.
Yeah.
And that's all 4 dead right there. Draws it with the Celian pickup. That's so much time off the hill. And they're still spawning. They're still spawning Bankside. Venom in the
Dude's just
back holding
posted
spawns.
Police, yeah. That P1, P2 second rotation was huge. That brought them back.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's those money hills. There's always so much opportunity in Hardpoint to make a comeback. That's why you can't really count any team out if they're down 70, 80, 100 points. I mean, you get a couple good rotations, you're right back in it.
Yeah.
I mean, especially on a map like this, if you get somebody top police and they're just holding down lobby, mid, they can see street too. You're getting so much time off that hill. Especially if whoever is on hill is kind of just playing their life, not really going for chows. just relying on everybody else to be able to pick everybody else up.
No rush, as there is still 20 seconds left on the hard point. The Thieves is going to get every last one and take the lead.
Fun one indeed.
Yeah, what a map.
Still got to make the play towards net.
Crazy game, and just like that, they're right back in it.
Rousey, get him streets, get him.
That's solid P2 hill. That's just straight money hill.
They are checking the.
And I'm pretty sure this game got really close too towards the end.
Again for the LA Thieves.
Yeah, 244 to 224.
You got to go massive right now for Atlanta FaZe and hold every single.
Yeah, it was honestly, after that second rotation P1, P2, it was close. Like from then on. But we're still going through it. It's like 160 to 170.
Yeah. Crazy.
202 to 214.
What a series this has turned out to be.
Yeah, props to Kenny and Draza. They've been popping off. Looking really good.
Oh,
TJ
yeah.
and Venom both have plenty of moments.
Forcing the game 5 with it too. Now, going into this checkmate SND. I really thought, considering how express S&D went, I thought, as long as they can force the game 5, I want to say GG 100 Thieves.
Yeah, yeah.
Purely based on an express S&D.
But dude, FaZe plays is playing so well.
Oh yeah, and then our city's with the sub.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, being a menace to society gets dropped, but I wanna kind of skip ahead, mostly to that last round, because I actually missed this play.
Yeah, I really don't know. Like, it had to have just been bot brain why they didn't grab bomb.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Because they for real just came off spawn and just full sprint.
Oh
left
yeah,
side. And then not even Drowser grabbed that shit.
and it's like they knew too.
What is going on, dude? What is this?
Yeah, bro. They were trolling.
Like, I don't know if they just like kind of like accepted the loss a little bit,
Oh god, it's not worked out. Abeezy's got him.
and
Like,
it's
they could have,
just mowed
they're
down that A
mid.
street.
Got the bomb. Kenny's alone.
as soon as you see that one in blue, just shoulder peek that shit. See him in blue, back up.
Something crazy when
Yeah.
Bowser in a 1v3. They are going to murder him.
But whatever, I mean, on the other side, it's good positioning by FaZe to just be ready for it and
Something weird, it was something crazy. It was
actually close it out.
Atlanta
Mhm.
FaZe, they have stabilized. They have shown their
Yeah,
worth
for sure.
here on Checkmate. They have shown their worth.
So it was
time and time
just
again.
so
Search and destroy.
so questionable. Weird play.
Yeah,
I want
there's-
to know the science behind it.
There's plenty of things that they could have done differently. I just feel like it was a balls to the wall call that,
Like one last shot,
yeah,
make it or break it.
or I feel you could not stop yawning right now.
Yeah, it'd be like that. Day 2, Toronto Ultra, Los Angeles Gorillas. Toronto is just something else.
Yeah, dude. Toronto, I definitely saw this coming. Gorillas actually made it really close in the first 2 maps, but I don't know. Just felt it in my bones that was gonna be Ultra 3-0.
Yeah, that's one thing about Toronto is there's always somebody on that team that's going to turn up no matter what. And most of
Yeah.
the time, it's all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Insight was an amazing pickup.
Yeah.
I understand no Zinni, no Winnie, but they've been doing plenty of Winnie without Zinni.
Yeah, bro. It feels bad
Feels really
Or-
bad, but
for Zinni. He just wasn't the one for them.
team's killing it.
Like, imagine they drop him and they've lost, I don't even know, maybe like 2 or 3 matches since then.
Even though now they're on a freaking hot streak.
Yeah, dude.
Could they
They're like
go?
8-0.
Could they go back-to-back majors?
I think it's quite possible. Unless FaZe somehow find a way back to their old form, or somebody else comes out of the woodworks, I definitely think they're gonna do it.
Now,
I don't know who.
if FaZe can manage to perfect their S&D again, I think they'd be just fine.
They also like they're dropping hard points and shit.
Yeah, which was surprising, especially that Moscow hard point from last match.
Yeah.
I mean, LA Thieves just built different now. I don't know if it's all these teams that are getting a lot more confident going against FaZe just based on their recent performances. Like, holy shit, these guys are beatable. They can lose.
Yeah, right. They smelled their blood. I feel like if there were to be a team that would take Ultra down, then it would be the Thieves. Just based off of playstyles.
You think so?
Unless Insight is really like that much of a nuisance for Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, I feel like just all the subs are just gonna be sprinting at each other, and I don't know, man. I could see it. I don't even know if they're gonna play. No, they won't play until the major.
Ooh. That
They're
should be a
different
really good
maps.
game then, though.
Yeah, dude.
We got what, one
I'm
more week
excited.
before the major?
Yeah.
Damn.
Next
There's still
Dallas home series, and then
so much Call of Duty left. Because there's 5 stages. 5 stages, 3 weeks. That's 15 more weeks of Call of Duty. And that's not even counting the last week for champs.
feels good, man.
Oh, it feels real good.
Body's ready.
Now, LA Gorillas is also one of those teams that are very, 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 very close to not even making it into the champs bracket. And
Yeah, dude.
Minnesota Rocker is... Oof.
Wait, where is Rocker?
7th. But they're
Shit.
40 points ahead.
Yeah.
Now,
Even Thieves are still down there, bro.
yeah, but I don't think anybody below 100 Thieves would actually knock them out.
You feel like the Empire is such a wild card anymore, bro. Like, they're second in standings, but first of all, it's very surprising. It's only because Ultra had such a slow start on the season.
Ultra had a very slow start.
But, like, Empire hasn't been turning up. Basically, as Ultra's been coming up, Empire's been going down.
Slowly.
And Empire still doesn't look, like, terrible, but you just can't really know what their final form is yet with Fellow.
Right.
Or what the hell
Speaking
they're
of,
gonna do.
I know we're not to the Dallas matches yet, but speaking of Fellow, regardless of if Hook's departure of the team, I personally, from tweets, I don't think it was personal.
No,
But
me
was
neither.
Fellow the right pickup? I mean, he's also one of the guys that have been playing for a long time and had his moments, from a few years ago. But
Yeah.
is he a good pickup for Dallas and that team as a whole?
I truly still don't know. Like, I don't know if I just haven't been watching their games enough or what, but they just seem like a middle of the pack team anymore. It's crazy. Like, Shotzi is still insane,
Mm-hmm.
but like, I don't know. To think that Gorillas took them to Game 5, it's kind of worrisome if you're an Empire fan.
Yeah.
But also, Gorillas were looking hot, but like, I don't know.
I think Gorillas is also another one of those wild card teams. Like, yeah, they were the first team to knock out FaZe. Hand them
They're looking better with Chain.
their first loss. Sheen is great pickup. Dude's popping off.
Especially in the searches.
Yeah.
Man's looking like the vet that he is.
Yep. I mean,
I've followed him on Twitter for like so long, and just to see him finally get picked up, it's pretty lit.
oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Gorillas took Empire 3-0. on their control.
Yep. Fucking crazy.
Wow.
Pretty, very, very, very close first map for Ultra and Gorillas. 250 like 244.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That,
Even
that
even on
feels
this
bad.
Express so far, they're already starting out 2-0. But I feel like sometimes they could have a bit of a slow start, but then it's just one of those things that they just slowly pick it up, and then they're just an unstoppable force, especially if all four of them are turning up. If all four of them are turning up, I think they're damn near unbeatable.
Ultra?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Insight's disgusting. Kleenex is disgusting. Bance is disgusting. Bance is probably the most inconsistent on the team. But even then, when he's popping off, he's popping off. And then Cammy's just Cammy. You never know what he's going to do. But you know it's going to be good.
Vance hasn't looked better, honestly. Like he hasn't. Wait, I said that wrong. Did I? Hasn't looked better than he does right now. Like he's been hitting peak form as of recent, and it's nice to see. I don't know what kind of meditation or nap he was taking before the games today, but
He was doing something.
I'd like to know his little pregame ritual.
Some sort of meditation.
Maybe he's praying.
Ooh, forcing the round
Reaching out.
11. I don't know, man. Ultra's just so good. And it's
For
crazy.
one of these rounds,
Crazy to say that, considering they didn't perform too great from stage 1.
I did. Yeah, no, the inside pickup was huge. Just completed their
Just a flip of
Dragon
a
Ball.
switch,
Yeah, dude.
and they started performing better. I mean, sometimes you drop a player just because they're not playing well, but other times you're dropping a player to find better team chemistry. And Methods definitely wasn't bad by any means. I'm pretty sure he had the highest overall KD of the team. So I guess you could say they were looking at it from a chemistry standpoint, and Insight was a great pickup for that.
Yeah.
Definitely proved that he deserves a spot. He's just so smart. Big brain.
Got that inside, bro.
See, I said this game was going to be a 3-1. Oh yeah. And then the hour
Yeah.
delay was terrible.
That's why I was zoned out, because I was trying to scrub through all this shit.
It was so long.
Legitimately an hour and a half.
Oh, they're still not in yet.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, forever. Felt like a lifetime.
Pretty sure I was working, so I didn't even notice.
Really?
Yeah. He texted me about it, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I wasn't even paying attention to it anyways.
I mean, just an hour and 10-minute delay for an absolute joke of a game 5. You know, you would have thought that maybe with that hour break, LAG can collect themselves, calm down a little bit, figure out a better game plan.
Or just ice his Ultra.
But then you got Ultra, and just an absolute powerhouse. Everybody was turning up.
Dude, I really thought that App was like the strongest person on the Gorillas for a while. But
it's only when he goes into dad mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, once he's in dad mode. when they played 100 Thieves, or not 100 Thieves, when they played Atlanta FaZe, they
Hmm.
in the keys to victory, I get the one of the keys to victory for Atlanta FaZe was like something like make sure the tiny terrors don't get adopted by apathy.
I don't know what that means, bro.
Because he's a father, and they like
Oh,
say when he's
yeah.
popping off, he's going dad mode, and because the tiny terrors are short, they're children. Like make sure they don't get adopted by apathy, and absolutely just ran through.
I see.
Easy 3-0 and 3-0 for the series.
Make them call him daddy.
Made us wait an hour and 10 minutes for a less than 10-minute game.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of COD to go through.
It's not too bad. Atlanta FaZe, London Royal Ravens. Another game that surprised the hell out of me personally.
Skip the Legion and Rocker.
Legion and Rocker. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Or are you telling me I did?
No, yeah, you did.
Ah, that's all right.
Legion's another wild card, man.
They really are.
Lost to Rocker. There's so many fucking wild cards anymore.
Everybody's a damn near wild card, bro. You can't predict any of these fucking games.
Honestly, man. The only thing that you can predict is Ultra winning and the Surge losing. Straight
Oh, the Surge. Poor guys. Poor guys.
Octane was actually popping off yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like I haven't seen many highlight plays from him in a while, and he was actually making them.
Yeah, he was. But I mean, look at his
Just-
hard point.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you see Paris Legion, you see London Royal Ravens, you're like, oh, that's a free win. But then you get Royal Ravens beating the Subliners. You get Royal Ravens taking FaZe to a game 5. You got them beating Rocker 148 to 77 right now. This season is so unpredictable. So unpredictable.
And in a way, it's cool. It's a good thing for the competition, but also, I don't know. It's just, it's annoying whenever, especially for like, if you actually care about your pickups, bro, good luck.
I mean, and that's the thing I do. I try so hard. Let me tell you, I try so hard to think every single match that's gonna happen. I try to think it through so bad. I'm all going through my head, like figuring out, all right, how'd they play last weekend? What was the map count? And then they play the next one. You're like, well, what the fuck? Because I had FaZe 3-0 London. I had Subliners 3-0 London. Neither of those happened.
No.
I mean, I got 0 points from the Subliners match just because they lost. But it's so unpredictable. And I don't know if it's yeah, it's unpredictable, but it's also a hell of a lot of inconsistency from these teams.
Yeah. 100%. And that could also be, in a way, chalked up to online.
Yeah, definitely. I can't remember who the tweet was from, but there was a leak saying that Stage 4 was going to be LAN.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to start at Stage 3. It's about to be over.
Yeah.
Only 2 weeks left.
Even though it was talked about before Stage 3, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's any time to set it up. Oh, and I was scrolling through Twitter, and I think it was CDL Intel or Charlie Intel ended up responding to a tweet from Venom that was back from 2015. It was a picture of. Let me see real quick.
You know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right now.
Venom got his Scuff controller and his hat signed by Nadeshot and Hex back in 2015 when he was still just a little fan. and now he's playing
Oh,
against these
yeah.
guys.
Such a good job of just keeping
And
the
he's
ball
beating
not
these
backing up
guys.
any extra time. How about classic? How about
That's
Nick
pretty
Neal?
awesome.
Just
It's
continuing to
goals.
move forward
Comes
in
full
this side.
circle.
Able to win the big 1-versus-1
Crazy.
really just with that map control that
Good
he
for
brings,
him.
it allows for
He started out
multiple
shaky, but he
lanes
brought it back.
to be able to move up
Yeah.
as Legion from the final few seconds are
I wasn't
looking to
expecting this much of
contend.
a
Rocker, they need a good performance. They need
a domination from Paris Legion on this hard point.
able to get to the hill
250
in
to
time.
169.
This one will
That's
belong
nuts.
to the Legion, and a solid performance at
That wasn't
now
even close.
250 to 169.
Whoa.
We said it, Sonny, we called it out in the game
I missed this.
They
I was just scrolling through Twitter, CDL Intel again.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, man, and it was off that very
so two things.
Link it so I
Decimate.
can throw it up on screen.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
DM.
yeah, I'll DM it to you. Two things. Two huge things. Desi, possibly to Seattle for Looney. That could be huge. I feel like they could mesh well. Desi's insane too. I just
You know
wonder
who
if it's too
also-
late for Seattle.
You know who also can go to Seattle? Vivid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vivid could too, because
I could see that working out too with Pristini's playstyle.
yeah, he plays fast as fuck. And if he gets another player that likes to play fast as fuck,
Yeah. That's gotta be why FaZe was so hot for so long. It's just because Simp and Abizi, they're both fucking cracked, and they'll just
Tiny
Chill
Terror's
everything.
running amok.
yeah.
It's God, you can't predict those two either.
No.
So Hook to Florida, I could see that. Who would they replace though? Who do you think?
Probably Havoc.
Think so?
Yeah.
I think they
I
should.
was
I
just-
think they should replace Awakening. Get that man on a better team.
Yeah, but that would only be if it was a trade.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
But
yeah,
just
I don't know.
hypotheticals. Awakening deserves to be on a better team. He's so good. You could even say the same about Skies and Neptune. That team should be doing so much better than what they're doing.
Yeah.
There's no reason why they shouldn't be. Shouldn't be at least top 8.
Competition, man.
Shouldn't be at least top 8.
Just the competition. I was surprised about this tweet because Hastro did mention he'd trade Hook to the team of his desire. I did not think that they would be down to get rid of him.
Should he even have been the one to get dropped?
No,
What do you
I
think?
don't think so. Illy.
Think so?
Illy is nice. If you were to drop anybody, I mean, I don't stare at the minimap. I know that Krim said some shit about just look at the minimap, and that's why we dropped Hook. So
Mm.
I don't stare at the minimap, but I don't know. As far as performance wise,
The Call of Duty League
I was thinking
brought to
Illy.
you by Game
Did you know
Use code
Illy
CPL
used to be a
2021 for a
like
special
a
discount
professional
at
chess player?
gameplay.com.
no. The hell?
Yeah.
Audio and team listening.
When we talk about Minnesota Rocker, because there was no
It's just another surprising game from the Paris Legion. I don't think they were able to pull it off, did they?
Standy right there to put
I don't remember.
like Minnesota are going to commit towards this A push.
Honestly, bro, I keep switching between so many
They had through from the
different tabs.
Yeah.
And
Rocker won 3-1.
pulling out videos.
All right, well, take that straight into Saturday. Atlanta FaZe versus the London Royal Ravens. Man, this just shows you that either London should not be dead last, or Atlanta FaZe is slacking heavily and need to regain.
London is a totally different team from their dead last placement. Their dead last standing.
But what have
As
they
they played,
what have they done?
picked up Paul Zap.
Well, Paul's been on for a while. I know Zap
Yeah.
is more very recent.
But it's all playstyle. Like, also, I know that Dylan would run around like a crackhead and just did not like him and Zed. If Dylan and Zed were playing together, like actually playing close and off of each other, then it was good. But a
Yeah.
lot of the time, Zed just wasn't comfortable playing at the pace that Dylan was playing at, so
Right.
that's why they dropped him. And I'm pretty sure that's when they got Zap. If I'm not mistaken. Who
Yeah,
was
somewhere around then.
it? Was Dylan and who else is on that team?
Which team again?
Ravens. I know that Paul's been on it for a while, but
Paul's been on it for a while.
who was before him?
To Twitter. I'm going to go back quite a ways to try to figure this out.
I'm pulling it up. Was it Alex? Yeah. Pretty sure it was Alex. Yeah, it was Alex. And he just, I don't even know where the fuck that man went.
I don't know.
I guess that shows you why he was dropped, though.
Yeah.
They still had 0 on their bench, but he wasn't able to make it to the U.S., so.
Yeah, neither was their coach Dominate. Both of them had to get released, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Fucking COVID.
I mean, I think it would have had a bigger impact if it was like somebody off of their starting lineup, but still, you still got their head coach.
Vic Star is a co-owner of the Ravens.
Yep. And with this phase and FaZe and Royal Ravens game, FaZe picked up a new search coach a couple weeks ago.
Sure did.
Tupac Thug Lord.
Tupac the Thug Lord.
You think he's made any sort of impact on the team so far? Not including not including Express SND.
I'm sure he has. It's hard to tell game to game if you're not on teams, but I know that Tupac definitely knows his S&D. And
Andrew Hatchell, what's going on,
from
man?
what
Thank you for the
Arcides
follow.
was saying in an interview,
Appreciate it.
he just
Welcome
helps
to the
their
champions.
confidence. Like they'll be debating on whether or not they should chow this or push this way or whatever, and Tupac would just be like, just do it, just go.
Yeah.
Like whatever you do, just go.
How's your day going so far? Going great, man. How's yours?
And
Just talking
they've
some
seen
Call
more
of Duty.
success from that, but I don't know. I mean, it doesn't take.
Again, it also goes back to there's only so many ways you can play map.
Yeah.
Now, you know that could change depending on who you're playing against. I mean, if you've already played them before, you should have some sort of idea on their play style. But I really hope they're focusing heavily on Express. It's okay. Well, that's good to hear. Better than bad.
Yeah, their Express is. I'm sure they'll come around, or they'll just ban it every time.
I'm surprised they didn't.
One or the other. What do they ban instead? That's the real question.
I think it was. I can find it real quick.
I don't even know how to find that shit, actually.
Oh yeah, I just go to.
It's probably Miami.
You just go to the pregame shit, and it'll tell you what the vetoes were. I'm trying to find it right now.
Maybe it was Moscow.
They banned Miami.
Oh, yeah, it was Miami. Okay.
Yeah, they banned Miami. I don't know if they just want more practice playing Express. I mean, obviously they can afford to drop Express, especially because they're such a dominant respawn team.
Yeah.
So I guess you consider it a practice round more than anything, a practice game. But I think they should just start vetoing it.
Yeah, probably. If I were them, I would.
I would too.
I'd take my chances on Miami. I feel like
Andrew, did you watch any of the games
the
from today?
duo, the Tiny Terriers could just run A. I think it's A on Miami. The closer bomb.
I'm pretty sure A's on beach.
Oh, well,
And,
whatever.
that-
Whatever's
close, but no
outside
cigar.
of night. Yeah. It's had a 50-50 chance.
Yeah,
Got it 100% wrong.
Cleared out there.
it's just crazy to see how strong Atlanta FaZe was for so long, only to just slowly let it slip. And I don't know if it's just like overconfidence starting to seep into arrogance. I mean,
I don't know, man.
I don't want to call it arrogance. They all know how good they are, but I mean, if the 12th place team can push it to a game 5, I don't know. You kind of got to take a step back and reevaluate.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know a fucking thing, so
Facts.
kind of just an outsider looking in.
Maybe someday, bro.
Maybe someday.
Maybe someday.
Dallas Empire, LA Gorillas. I want
All the way
I
to
want
game 5.
to I want Empire to do so much better than what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's most of these teams though. They should all be doing better than what they're doing.
Yeah, most of them.
But Empire was just one of those teams that, stage 1 grand finals. Yeah, they lost, but then they ended up losing again in
The
stage
Call of
2
Duty
the same exact way.
Incredible dude, and I
This
watched
time they
him
didn't
for
make it to the
5
grand
seconds.
finals.
Streaks, but how much damage can they
I just got some
try to make
news.
a comeback happen and
Like
cheat?
literally right now through Twitter.
Getting just that, but Empire this big of a
Oh
lead,
shit.
give up the final
You
30
see that?
seconds, back up, get set up.
Uh-oh.
Something
All right, let
going
me pull this up
on
on the screen real quick. This
over
is
at
huge.
Seattle Surge's YouTube channel.
Oh, fuck. All right, let's see real quick. Something going
What were we talking
on.
about that it would be?
I want to say Vivid. So this just came from Seattle Surge. Something's going on their YouTube channel in 10 hours. Intel loading new asset required. Oh, man. I just want to go straight into talking about Surge now. Surge. I want to say Vivid. I really want to say Vivid, and I want to say they're going to drop Looney. Looney's got the worst KD out of anybody in the league right now. And it's going to be sad to see him go just because of how long he's been in the game. And something you don't necessarily see much this season is these veterans getting dropped that have been in the game for so long. Like, do you see a roster change coming for FaZe anytime soon?
No,
Do you see a roster change coming from Optic anytime soon?
definitely not. It's already been mentioned by Hex that he doesn't like changing things up that much. I think that there could be, and that there could be improvements made from it. But at the same time, they don't have a bad roster. And I don't blame
No.
them for just wanting to work through their struggles.
Oh, absolutely. Try to work it out first before dropping anybody. But I mean, if one of your players is the absolute bottom of the barrel in the entire CDL right now, you're kind of forced to make a change if you want any hopes of making it to the champs bracket. And I don't even think they can. I think it's impossible. They're 11th. I mean, yeah, there's still plenty of Call of Duty left. But
I think it's going to be Desi
you think so?
to Seattle.
What time is 10 hours from now? 8 o'clock? 8:30?
Yeah.
It's going to be wild. See, this is exactly why I got their notifications on.
Right.
For this.
I had to turn mine off there for a while because I wasn't watching the games live. Just watch the VODs. I don't want them to be spoiled.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll listen to him now. Yeah, it's nuts. Dude, people go so in depth on this. I'm just scrolling through that other tweet about Desi and Hook
Imagine
and the
it's
first
Hook.
comment on
LOL.
it.
Internet might break.
No.
I'm not one to assume, but they are getting rid of Looney. Oof. This guy.
Estimate was followed by enthusiast director of talent, enthusiast owned Surge.
Oh, even CDL Intel themselves responded to a tweet. It's Decimate. LOL. Well, I guess we got our answer. No need to wait for 10 hours.
Right. It's too many
Decimate. Welcome to Seattle
spies.
Surge. 11th place on the ladder. Good fucking luck.
Decimate is nuts, though.
Oh, he is
I really hope
100%.
they can make a run.
But this should have been something they did weeks ago when they were winning.
I just don't know who would fall
What do you mean?
for these teams to move up. Like Ravens turning up, Surge turning up. If they do with Desi. Legion is still seems like more miss than hit. Mutineers, who knows? If they do get Hook, that'd be insane. If he
Could
just
be.
replaces Havoc, I don't know who the voice of that team would be. If no Havoc, because they went from Slacked being the voice to Havoc being the voice, and they're both really good IGLs.
Mm-hmm.
And I already know that Awakening and Neptune's comms are kind of meh.
Yeah.
Skies is good. Hook, I think, is pretty decent.
I think wherever Hoot
But
goes is gonna make a pretty good impact on the team he goes with.
do the Mutineers and Empire play in the next couple series?
I'm not sure.
Actually, depending on how fast the change is made, Mutineers and Empire play on the 7th, on Friday.
Oh yeah.
So if they really make this change within the week, everything's finalized and all that, that would be insane.
Oh man, dude. Next Sunday, we also got FaZe going up against Optic. Ooh.
Yep.
Next week's looking like a pretty good schedule.
Yeah, dude.
LA Thieves, Subliners, Optic Subliners, Rocker, Gorillas. That's gonna be a good game because whoever wins that game is going to swap positions in
Rocker
the
Gorillas?
CDL point ladder. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're both right behind each other. Or Rocker is 7th, Gorillas is 8th. I mean, regardless, they're both in the champs bracket as of right now, so it doesn't really matter. But that's huge.
Yeah, just whoever loses is going to be that much closer to getting taken over by.
I would say whoever wins that match pretty much guarantees a spot. At least I'd like to think so. Ultra Legion. I'm not even going to call that because I'm over it. I'm over trying to make those calls.
Ultra Legion. It's Ultra 100%.
I know that, but I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to give a map count though. 100% Ultra. You know
Yeah.
what, bro? 3-1.
There we go.
3-1.
Legion ain't taking shit.
Probably not, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now I'm very
Dude.
excited to see how Seattle Surge is going to do next weekend. They only play they play twice.
Surge vs. FaZe and Surge vs. Ravens.
Against Ravens, Sunday will probably be a better match than Fridays.
Probably, but just imagine.
Imagine Seattle Surge completely upsetting everything and beating Atlanta FaZe.
Yeah, dude. Cause like,
Hey, bro, if Ravens can do it, Surge can do it too. They absolutely can.
that'll be the battle of the brothers.
Yep.
Pristine Evers Arcades.
Yeah, he mentioned that in a tweet too. Let me see if I can find it. I'll pull it up on screen.
There's just so many moving factors, man. Like, who knows how Pristini and Desi mesh?
So at COD League, you're gonna give me my old team and brother in the same week, no days off. Shake my head. Oof.
Is that Arcades?
Yeah. Back to back. That that should be. I don't know. It's probably not going to be a good game. It's probably going to be a 3-0 as well. At least that's what I'm thinking it's going to be.
I hope it's not. But yeah, it probably will be.
Subliners Surge. A pretty skippable match.
Yeah. Subliners look good in that series.
Sure did. It's too bad they couldn't translate that into that first match against Royal Ravens.
Yeah.
So that was an easy 3-0.
Yeah, the raid search is the closest. I really thought that Surge is going to take that search, but
I thought they brought it back. So good.
I guess the control is close.
Yeah. Mutineers, Paris Legion, another pretty skippable game. I
Skippable
really
match.
thought this is when my pick'ems really started to crumble. Was this match right here? Mutineers, Paris Legion. Man,
Yeah.
I had such high hopes for the Mutineers because just where Paris is on the ladder. I mean, I guess they're not too far behind. Mutineers is only
Yeah.
one spot ahead of Legion.
You just can't bet on Mutineers right now, bro.
Nope. Awakening
Just-
needs to go to a better team.
But
Well,
you say that.
no.
But now if they
Awakening
get
Skies
Hook,
and Neptune. Those
if they get
three,
Hook,
they just need
bro,
a better fourth. And if Hook does go to Florida, I think we'll see a different team.
where did Neptune come from? Like what game?
I don't remember.
I don't remember if it's Gears or Halo. Uh, It was in Halo. So chances are Hook and Neptune played together in Halo. Or against each other. So they have some sort of
Some sort of relationship.
yeah.
Hook to Florida could be huge. Could be huge.
Yeah. Skies and Awakening are damn good, man.
Oh, very much so. I mean, if anybody's going to be consistent, it's going to be Big Wake.
Yeah.
Huh, my mistake. Large Wake.
Great wake.
Yep.
Oversized wake.
Plus size Wake.
Fuck.
Paris taken match 1 or map 1. I'm not sure it was even close. Let me go back real quick.
Map 1? No, it wasn't close.
Like 250 to I want to say less than 220. It was. I mean, it wasn't.
Never mind.
It wasn't a beating.
Yeah. Closer than I thought.
But this Moscow SND though, going all the way to round 11. Paris Legion was up 5-3 too. Mutineers able to pull out a couple wins to force the round 11. I don't remember who wins this round though.
Classic was looking good this series, and that has not been a usual thing for them.
No, very surprising. Very surprising.
He's just like Looney, bro. Like that whole Rise lineup from Black Ops 3, that was insane.
Yeah, they were so good. Looney too.
Like they're still good, but they're also I don't know. I don't know if they can play as fast as
Now is the skill gap just getting, or the skill ceiling just getting higher for some of these guys have been playing for so long, or does it just strictly come down to there's somebody always going to be better than you?
probably somebody always gonna be better than you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or
I mean, I don't want to full on judge some of these players strictly because we're not playing on land yet. Ping makes a pretty big difference.
there's just so all right, because you also gotta look at so land's coming back. There's all these players that were cracked on land that have been struggling on online.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, Slasher.
Yeah, but
Uh,
when the season first started with Slasher, he was honing in on his owner, and he was just feeling.
I'm beaming these kids, bro. I'm beaming these kids, bro.
Stupid.
I'm beaming these kids, bro. So turn up right now.
so stupid.
I was trying to find a good spot to slip it in.
To use that, yeah.
Yup.
Shit. What was I gonna say? What was I going
Something
to
about
say?
Slasher.
Oh, yeah. No, I feel like they've seen more teams in the studio.
Like back in the day,
If they put in like
we're
at
literally
least 4 more teams.
back in the day where literally anybody could have a shot to make it into the actual pro ladder versus challengers, where you're just waiting to
Yeah.
get picked up.
Yep. Because if
I'm pretty sure there's like 32 teams. At least double what we have now before franchising teams happened. I miss
Or
seeing some of
just-
these old teams like Splice, Elevate, Rise.
Elevate was always a wild card.
Yep. There's all these
I'll
old
still-
teams that are just gone and forgotten about.
I know that Naga's still in the challenger scene, and he was always like kind of insane.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to see him come back. I haven't watched much of his challengers games, but if he's anything like what he used to be, then he still definitely deserves a place.
Right.
Slasher and Field deserves a place.
Yeah,
Methods.
yeah, definitely. Have you noticed most of these guys that get dropped go like completely silent?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a contract thing or what, but it's like once somebody gets dropped, you just don't hear from them anymore until they get picked up from somebody else,
Like, hey, I'm back.
or like a
Don't forget.
completely unrelated unrelated
about
from
me.
COD tweet every now and then.
Yeah.
So then did end up taking that Moscow search and destroy. You think Temp was a good pickup for Paris Legion? You think he's gonna make a difference for the team?
I think that it's a 50-50.
Because I know for me, it feels like sometimes Scraps is just the only one that really makes a difference.
Yeah, dude, Scraps is pretty huge. I feel like he had kind of a weak showing today. Was that today?
I don't
No,
know.
wait.
They didn't.
Yes.
They did play today.
Yeah.
We're watching it right now. Oof.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little weak today.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm tripping. But Classic turned up in his place. So good on them.
Yeah, they were in this control. They were all pretty much about the same. Scrap 17 and 18, Classic 18 and 20, Aqua 18 and 15, Temp 17 and 19.
I truly don't know what Temp brings to a team. Like,
I'm
he's a
not
good
sure, other
slayer.
than a natural frowny face.
Honestly, bro, what is wrong with that? That man's face. He just always looks pissed about something. He looks
Oh,
out here
always.
looking like that one character off Sesame Street. It's just like I can't even make the face, bro. I cannot even make the frowny face. It's honestly like that.
Crazy shit. I mean, I was really hoping Mutineers was going to be able to pull out that Paris Legion match, but
Yeah, no, fuck your pickums.
pretty much, like as soon as this game happened, I already knew like, well, Pick'ems are fucked. This first game of the day.
And Moscow Hardpoint wasn't even close either.
No, it was 250 to 107.
119, but close enough.
They end up getting more points.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Still. Sheesh. Only 2 left. Battle of the North. Minnesota Rocker, Toronto Ultra.
Rocker is another wild card. What do you know?
Surprise, surprise.
Dude. They looked so good last stage major.
Oh.
Like I thought for sure they're gonna come out absolutely frying.
Oh, same. I mean, especially with how they played against Optic Chicago. I mean,
Yeah.
and just the major period. I didn't think they were gonna make it as far as they did.
I want to. Can I see the groups? I don't know how to see the groups themselves. Because it's Ultra and Rocker in the same group
Yeah.
as I think so
There you go.
Ultra, Rocker, Legion, Mutineers.
Oh, you already found it. Rip.
No, I'm just going through deduction.
Oh.
Yeah, Empire. So they're 1 and 2 right now in the groups. They've lost to fucking Legion. They lost to Legion. Or wait, no. I'm tripping. They beat Legion. I was looking at the Mutineers. Beat Legion, lost to Ultra. Ultra loss is understandable. And then otherwise they lost to the Mutineers, which like didn't expect that because it's the Mutineers.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time you can bet against the Mutineers and you probably won't be so disappointed.
Yeah. But like next up they got the Gorillas, so I can imagine that they're gonna pull that out. Probably be a 3-0.
Who, the Gorillas?
Rocker Gorillas, yeah. And then for the last match of this stage before the major, it'll be Rocker versus Empire. And I think the Rocker could probably take that.
Maybe.
If they're out here playing right, playing how they were at the end of stage 2, I definitely think so. Unless Empire find a different stride than
Yeah.
they've been on.
That's true. I said they have a pretty decent chance. I don't think it'd be a 3-0. I think it'd be more of a 3-2.
Like
If anything. A 3-2.
Stanley versus Shotzi.
3-2 either. 3-2 Empire, 3-2 Rocker.
That would be lit. Stanley versus Shotzi. Accuracy and Crim. That matchup goes back. Goes way back. They've both been on the scene for a hot minute.
Yeah, it'd be a good one. Pretty stoked. Next week's looks pretty stacked.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, to finish out this stage.
Toronto, Minnesota. Minnesota ended up taking map 1, which is kind of surprising considering how high up, how far ahead Ultra was. But boy, did they turn that back around in the search and destroy on checkmate. Oh boy.
Yeah, dude. After map 1, I was hopeful for Rocker. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're coming back. They're coming back
Like,
into it.
that was when I texted you. Like maybe they are the team that beats the defending major champs. Maybe
right?
that's who LAG is. They're like they're like the superhero. They're like the Robin Hood taking down the big bad major defenders.
Big bad Ultra.
Yeah.
Big bad Canadians that aren't even. I don't even think that any of them are Canadian.
I don't think so.
You like that? Like, what's the. I'd say, what's the point of franchising when that's not even the case? Like, it would make sense if they had players from their own team areas, but at the same time, like, good luck, bro. All these players are from different parts of the U.S., so.
Yeah, the only thing that I really don't like about franchise Call of Duty is the lack of matches,
Yeah.
and lack of teams.
Yeah.
There were so many teams, 3 or 4 years ago, and even further behind that, but before, and it ended up being a franchise. And then you could find on Twitch 4 different fucking streams, all filled with games to watch.
Yep.
Alpha stream, Bravo stream, Charlie stream, Delta stream.
To the point where teams like Optic weren't even on the Alpha stream.
No.
You had to switch over to the Bravo stream
Yeah,
to watch
there was
them.
just so much Call of Duty going on. You had to be super. Oh, back at this fucking spot from Yellow, we're Insight, looking through the crate.
Dude.
What
Yeah,
a spot!
I want to try that at some point.
I feel like it's
So
a very situational thing. Like, you got to get very lucky for somebody to actually stay in the middle of the plane long enough for you to line that up.
Yeah, and your team just needs to be set up, and you guys just got to get the right kills and
Yeah,
just play off the routes for that.
yeah. Just dominant performance on this one from Ultra.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a little more faith in the
6-1.
Rocker after that map 1, just because of how far behind they were. But again, hardpoint can go either way.
Yep. They just chained them.
Take that into Garrison Control, the absolute worst map and mode in the game. I stand by that.
I agree. Considering we've lost the last 3 times that we've played the shit.
Something I wanted to ask you. With standoff coming back, do you think they would just add it into rotation for Search and Destroy, or what map do you think would be replaced?
It's something that I have thought about consistently.
I mean, I have my pick. I want to hear yours first.
Yeah, I would like Standoff Search to replace Checkmate.
Why?
I feel like that makes the most sense because Checkmate Search, you only play one site.
Mm-hmm.
It's extremely single lane based and just not fun to watch.
Yeah.
Or play.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. It's only B, and I'm surprised they haven't even moved A. I don't know where you'd move it.
Yeah.
But
people are saying like just
back it up
a little bit.
Yeah, back it up a little bit. Put it behind, like same pillar, just on the other side of the crate.
Yeah.
It could still be their side of the map, but I don't know, man.
As far as I just wonder if Standoff's gonna be tried on Control. I don't even know where you'd put the points in that.
I would say, if I had to take a guess, I would say Courtyard. And
yeah, like the middle, and like or by gas station, maybe, or over by the haystacks.
I'm thinking haystacks and that courtyard in front of the house.
Yeah.
That overlooks mid. Yeah, that's my guess. I hope it doesn't. I'd rather play Search and Destroy. I'd rather see Checkmate go bye-bye so we can actually
Oh yeah, but I mean they could also make multiple changes, and like same as Hardpoint. If you would switch out a Hardpoint map, or if you would just add one on.
I mean, for Control, I would say just ditch Mosque or Garrison. For Control, they already took it out of Search.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucked because I enjoyed Garrison, Search and Destroy.
Yeah, it
It
was
is
just
what it is.
toxic trying to push it because there's so many different angles, credit angles.
For me, I think the first map that go into consideration for being replaced would be Checkmate S&D, strictly because of that A site. Nobody
Yeah,
plants there. It's damn near impossible to plant there because you know how pros play S&D. You always have at least one playing back. And where are you gonna plant on A where they're not gonna see you?
yeah,
You're not. So
yeah.
standoff could replace that map, and I'd be okay with it.
Which that map should realistically be coming out anytime soon.
I hope it's not like a mid-season update.
It is.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah.
Are we
Which I feel
almost
like
mid-season?
mid-season is.
A couple weeks
I,
away.
I don't know when the fuck that is technically, but
Yeah.
feels like it should be soon.
Oh, and this was that nasty ultra rocker 2-0 reverse sweep comeback on Garrison. This is when I really started to
Yeah.
feel rocker like, damn, could they do this?
Yeah, dude.
And it was just an easy 3-2. Easy
Ultra just
3-2.
play so smart. Like they play off each other really well. They know when to play their lives.
Mm-hmm.
They know when to team chow.
And
It's
that's
really
why
impressive.
it's so hard to want to go in and play league play when at max we can have a 3-man.
Yeah, right.
We just why is it so hard to find one more person?
So we don't have friends.
And turns out the one more person we tried to find was hacking. Re
Yeah.
wasn't map 1 Apocalypse?
Yes.
No, it was raid.
Oh.
Still nuts. I mean, it was a pretty dominant pretty dominant hardpoint win. It wasn't even close like the first map, and Rocker ended up taking first map. They kind of shut him down here.
Yeah, I think Ultra just chained the hills and
I mean, Cammy
just
with the
closed them out.
nasty 3-piece. All just ran into him. I thought Standy was going to be able to get the kill, but unfortunately he didn't. So a pretty easy 3-1 for Ultra. And finally, last match of the day, the one I'm most disappointed with. Optic Chicago, Los Angeles Thieves. Pick'ems are fucked. I don't even know if I'm gonna. I don't even know if I'm gonna do them next weekend.
You really do hate to see it.
I had Optic up 3-2, and going into it, I know how good of a search team 100 Thieves is, especially with their new pickups. But I had no idea that they were gonna flip the script and actually absolutely dominate the
Yeah, dude.
respawns. Because Optic's still one of the best respawn teams in the game. Top 3. I mean, you got Dashy, who's top 3 overall KD. I'm pretty sure he was top 3 in control. And top 3
Yeah, I
in
think
something else.
everything but search. Like he was his nuts and respawns.
Yeah. So vetoes, no raid hardpoint, no garrison hardpoint, no checkmate, S&D. They probably did that because of that phase match.
Yeah.
And no Miami search and destroy either for Optic. No checkmate control and no garrison control.
I hate watching checkmate control too, to be honest.
I'd rather play it, but I hate watching it.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe how far 100 Thieves pulled ahead in this hardpoint. Like
Yeah.
Kenny was just slaying them out.
It was
All
like
of them were.
80. It's like 80 before Optic even broke 10.
Yeah.
And they like started to bring it back, but
The rotations were just on point. They had such a hard time getting spawns.
yeah.
And when they did, it was easy break. I mean, I think Optic would have had a better chance on that last set of rotations in the back of P5, where Envoy just needed the one kill to hold spawns. And unfortunately, it didn't work out.
Yep.
But at like 100 to 50, just like that. Streaks coming in. They were able to bring it back a little bit though. But I think this was the last time the game actually got close.
Yeah.
And then LA Thieves just started to pull away, and that was GG.
Yeah, these played it pretty damn well. Just another showcase by Kenny and Draza.
Yeah.
Really. Venom and TJ playing the plane really well.
Scump had such a smart play going for that flank, but I think he was
Yeah.
only able to pull one kill, and then he's had two more just sliding right in front of him. I mean, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Just like that, 250 to 205. And this Express S&D, I'm excited to go over again because one thing I wanted to talk to you about was Dashy pulling out the FFR.
Yeah.
And then Envoy pulling out the Milano.
Envoy with the Milano. I don't know how I feel about that. Dash with the Far. I liked it as far as the cheese pick. Because he just melted first blood. Like, there's no way in hell that TJ saw that coming.
No.
So he just got shredded off the rip, and
I know
that
Envoy.
was a nice little round win.
Yeah, I know Envoy didn't have the Milano out for very long though. But I mean, this was Dashy was just a menace on this Express.
Tell you what, I feel like Desi going to the Surge, I feel like he's going to run the Milano.
You think so?
Because he was running it heavy in Challengers, and if he starts doing some good things with that, then we could see the Milano a lot more.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's just, it feels so weird. Like, I personally just don't like it.
I mean, it hits. It hits hard.
Yeah.
But it just shoots so slow.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I don't think it would have stand much of a chance against an AKU up close. But I mean, if you're getting first shot, I'd say you got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the in-depth numbers too well.
See, this is the exact opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought
Yeah.
Optic was going to win the objectives or the respawns, and 100 Thieves was going to take search and destroys, but no. Optic killed him.
Optic, ever since their initial struggles with S&D, they've looked pretty damn great.
Oh, they look so much better on SND now.
But then their respawn's been slacking. Formal did not play up to his
Full potential.
today.
Mm-mm.
Envoy, I feel like he's been kind of hit or miss, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I just
Scumpy's
saw the
solid.
scorecard here before the match started. Where did it go?
Yeah, the formal one.
Nah.
Yeah.
Trying to find it real quick. It should pop up right now. After we're done looking at their faces.
Speaking of looking at faces, I can't even see your face behind the mic.
That's okay. All right. So this is another one that came at a huge shocker. Chicago is 8-2 on this map and mode. LA Thieves is 4-5. When you're looking at it statistically and on paper, this should be an easy win for Chicago because Chicago is so good at this map.
Yeah.
So good at this map.
Map and mode in general.
Envoy with the Milano again. I'm pretty sure he kept it out the whole game.
Yeah, that's weird.
Kenny. Fucking Kenny. The 3-piece. You see him coming up behind them all too.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Got the 4-piece actually.
Yeah,
I was wrong. Kenny's nuts,
Jesus.
man. He's very good with that AR.
Imagine
And he just needs to stop YYing.
making a one player change and a role change, and you go from being
One of the laughing stocks of CDL.
an
To,
8 through 12 team
oh,
to
fuck.
top 4.
These guys are serious.
Top 4 or top 6.
Yeah.
Probably top 4, honestly.
Ah, man, I was just really hoping Chicago would have been able to pull this one out. At least the raid control. Go up 2-1. You know, and then try to force that game 5, even if you can't win the hard point again.
I know that second hard point was fucking rough.
Yeah.
I thought that Optic had to come back, but then they just got pooped on in the last round on the control.
Yeah.
And then the hard point was just not even close on Apocalypse.
Nah. I'm not sure how many times Optic has actually even played Apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't know either. Honestly, bro, seeing Moscow on Optic's schedule or like just games in a series just gives me instant anxiety
Why?
because of the fucking accuracy play.
Oh, dude, for real.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
dude, I really, because I know that they got their strats on that map and they are good strats, but
Mm-hmm.
accuracy just broken down.
Yep.
It's the last thing that you want to see from that shit.
Yep. This is where I thought it was the start of something special. Nice little comeback, but
Envoy doesn't clear laundry.
round 5, they were able to push to round 5 too. And they had the defense. You automatically assume if you get defense on round 5, you got a pretty strong chance of winning the whole game
Yeah, except they had to chuck A, which
from the
sucked.
beginning. So that gives them a whole almost
2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, it's just over 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, 220.
You never wanna go 4 dead
Mm-mm.
off the rip on a control.
No, because you pretty much guarantee a capped point
Yeah.
if they're all playing it and they're not splitting.
I was gonna say, even if they don't stack it, they know where you're gonna spawn.
Yeah, they can get 2 ticks off. You can get
Angle.
2 ticks with. You can get a tick with 2 people pretty quick.
Yeah.
What is it? All 4 is like what, 11 seconds?
Yeah, like 10, 11 seconds.
It's crazy. But man, that artillery managing to get 2 kills solidified it. Yeah, if they didn't get any kills, it would have slowed them down, but you still got a full team up. It's a hell of a lot better chance.
Yeah.
Take that into Apocalypse hardpoint, and this game wasn't even close.
I'm pretty sure Kenny streaked again.
I'm pretty sure he did too. Just 150, 150 to 75 on one full rotation. That's nuts.
Yeah, I think if Formal was playing any better today, if he could have done something against Kenny, then it would have been a different story.
Could have been, yeah. That could have been the difference maker.
I'm surprised that Dashi kept out the far for so long.
I mean, it's not like he was really doing bad. It's not like he was underperforming.
No, it wasn't at all. I feel like that's the gun for him, honestly, if it's good enough.
Yeah. Yeah, he was. I'm gonna have to find a way to snag his class.
Yeah, I was just about to say that because my far, the way that I have mine built, I mean, it's so slow whenever I ADS. That shit's chalked. I don't even use it because of how slow I am when I ADS.
Yeah. This was the first time we've played. I mean, the last time we played 100 Thieves, Crossroads was still in rotation.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's nuts. God, they're so far down. Wasn't even close. I'm pretty sure this was their first time playing Apocalypse.
Like, Formal shouldn't have lost that fight, bro.
No. He's 12
It's a
and
good
18 right
pickup by
now.
Envoy. Envoy is playing that well, but he got picked.
Envoy had a pretty good series in general, so did Dashy.
And Scump jumped out on Venom, and I thought that he had that.
Nope. It's rough.
Yeah, and then as soon as you just saw them all stuck and broken, their in temple is fucked.
Yeah. That was that.
Yeah.
Sad times.
Quite the couple of days of matches.
Yeah.
Some ups, some downs. Optic only played one game, and they fucking lost it.
And then they go straight into 2 games next weekend, Subliners and FaZe. I'm more
Yeah.
excited for the FaZe game than the Subliners game.
The true test.
Mhm.
Honestly, I wonder if subliners are gonna turn up.
It's funny. First time we played Subliners 3-0'd, and then they 3-0'd us. So like it's like the actual series is 1-1.
Yeah.
Crazy games. Excited to see what happens next weekend. But that is going to do it for
Same.
us. First episode of The Aftermath in the books. I'm going to get this uploaded to YouTube tonight. In case anybody's missed it. Had 5 people in here total. Hopefully see you guys back here next weekend. Hopefully, as long as timing works out good, it's hopefully going to go live a hell of a lot earlier than it did tonight.
Yeah.
Just timing and scheduling wasn't working out in our favor. But excited for some more Call of Duty.
Same. I need to get some sleep because I feel like I am about to pass out, and I am also hungry. So I'm gonna have to go take care of those things.
All right. Have a good night.